Hi, this is Jesse with Clog Pro Plumbing. We are doing a pre-purchase sewer inspection at 4501 Willamette Drive in Vancouver, Washington. Access is a clean out located here in the basement, and today we are checking the condition of the line. So it just dropped into the horizontal line. I'm going to run some water so we can check for flow and bellies, and then I'll begin. Alright, now we'll begin. So I'm going to have to take the skid off of my camera head here because something's intruding into the pipe or something's going on here that won't let me. Oh, wait a second. What's going on here? So for whatever reason, this is my skid here, which is only about 2.5 inches, 3 maybe. Yeah, it's like 2.5 inches. It fits in 3-inch pipe, no problem. And this is a 4-inch cast iron line. For whatever reason, there's something down here that won't let me get past it. Right in here. Yeah, you can see I'm like riding on the top of the pipe, so there's either a bunch of debris or the line needs to be jetted out or something. So now it's making a right-hand turn. So this is probably the other bathroom tying in, I believe. Alright, so now we switch to, I think, schedule 20 ABS, so we're right outside the foundation here. So I think it goes out the back and then it's turning to the west, I believe. So now we're diving down. And then we transition to concrete pipe. It looks like we've got some root intrusion right here. So this is about as far as I can get due to the turns and roots in the line. I'm going to go ahead and turn the water off, get some locates, figure out where this is at, and then we'll reevaluate the line on the way back. Okay, so yeah, sewer line appears to be going out the south side, the back side of the home, and then heading west. And basically I'm right at the curb line, so it looks like it's going out to the sewer on Umatilla Way. But unfortunately I cannot get past this spot due to heavy root intrusion, or again, just the amount of turns. So I'm going to go ahead and start pulling back. You can just see that root intrusion right there. That I'm up against. And then here's another root intrusion. Another massive root intrusion. And then here's where it switches back to plastic right here. So most of the plastic looked okay. Somebody flushing a bunch of dental floss or string. Man, I'm pulling out a bunch of string. Looks like string and dental floss. Yeah, dental floss should not be flushed down the toilet, by the way, or Q-tips, anything like that. But so this is Schedule 20 ABS, but I hadn't seen any cracks or well, there's kind of a small crack starting right there. It's kind of hard to make out, but you can see about 9 o'clock position, and then it's kind of right there at the bottom left corner. That's a crack in the pipe. And then we're coming up out of the dive. I'm going to get another locate right here because it was almost 12 feet deep at the curb, so I'm going to locate this spot real quick. Alright, so I just did locate this spot. It's this is where it's coming up out of the dive. It's approximately 7 feet deep. Kind of looks like there's another little crack on the top of the pipe with some small roots coming in. It's really hard to tell though. It's hard to tell if that's actually a break or if those are just cobwebs, especially not having my skid on my camera. Yeah, I think that was just a cobweb, because there again, you can see same thing right here. It's just kind of hard, like I said, my camera's not sitting in the center of the pipe, so it's kind of hard to tell exactly, but I'm pretty sure that was just a cobweb. The one at the very end of it, though, was definitely a small crack that was starting, which is how this Schedule 20 ABS kind of, it starts to crack and then it just eventually gives way. But most of this looks pretty good for Schedule 20. And then here's where it transitions to cast. So I'm going to locate this real quick here just to see where it's coming out of the house. Yeah, so it does, comes out on the south side of the home. So the cast iron, it's got a lot of scale buildup in it. So this is the bathroom tying in right in here. You see these big bumps and humps. So that's what's causing this water to pool up. And so I would recommend at least trying to do a flex shaft to clean this up. Otherwise it's basically jackhammer the floor and rip this all out. But I don't know if this is going to come out or not, but it's worth a shot. But you can see how it's all like pipe's pretty much half built up with this gunk. I haven't seen a pipe this bad. I've been doing this a long time. So I would definitely try to see if it could be jetted out and use a flex shaft to try to bust this stuff up. It's kind of like a machine that's got these chains on the end of it to come break this stuff up. Usually works really well for cleaning up scale and cast iron. I just don't know if it would do all of this. And then here's a ton of dental floss. Somebody's been flushing dental floss down the drain for years, it looks like, because that's all dental floss. See all these lines? That's all string, that's dental floss. Should definitely never be flushing dental floss down a drain. Yeah. So now I'm getting it hung up on my camera now. I'm dragging it back. Boy, yeah, there is a ton of stuff in here. But I'm pretty sure a flex shaft would remove most of it. I think that was where my camera was hung up, was that spot. Yeah, so yeah, basically, the other thing it could be is a bunch of rust scale. If the house was vacant for a long period of time, the pipe will dry out and start to rust. And then the rust, when you start running water, will flush into the pipe and gets all caked up in there. It may have been a long time ago because this stuff is kind of solidified. It's not really moving around. But yeah, you can see the pipe's over half full right here. I couldn't even get my skid through here. You know, like I said, my skid is only about 2.5 inches because I can run it down 3-inch pipe that goes on my camera head. So at this point, this is a failed inspection due to the root intrusions and this cast iron. I would definitely recommend, like I said, to try to do a flex shaft and clean this cast iron up, because if it can be cleaned up, then then there's no need to replace it. And then you just got to repair the concrete lateral that's got the root intrusions out in the street there. So this concludes our video. This is Jesse with Clog Pro. Have a nice day.